Hey, what's going on, guys? Me, the boss, here's another video for you guys for today. And today, guys, we have yet another interview to do for you guys for today, which is always a great time. Today, guys, we're going to be interviewing one half of the team over there on the Toxisoris YouTube channel. Bunch of really cool guys. Actually, at the time of this recording anyway, I have another upcoming collaboration video with them, so guys, stay tuned for that. Probably going to be up a couple days after this video. But if you guys want to go check out their content, they do a lot of really cool gaming and skit stuff over there. They're kind of a quote-unquote Jack and Trades channel, and that's definitely accurate. So go check out their channel, link in the description, guys, and go show them some support. Subscribe to their channel if you're interested in what they do, and check out some of the videos. Who knows, maybe you'll be interested. With all that in mind, guys, let's get into their YouTube story.
Hey, Wesley from Toxisoris here. Half of the group, not really one that I can answer all these questions for the whole group, but do my best for myself at least.
Why did you start YouTube?
I started doing YouTube because back in high school I realized that I really enjoyed making films. I started filmmaking in high school and I did some theater, and making the videos in high school is probably my favorite thing that I did, and I didn't want to stop doing that, so I was trying to make a YouTube channel anyway to sort of it was originally intended to be a skit-only channel with some other friends, actually, not specifically the group that we have now, but then it sort of changed into a sort of jack-of-all-trades channel, and that's what we have today with Toxisoris. And so, even if it's not me making skits all the time, it's also a chance to hang out with my best friend. So, either way, the channel has accomplished everything it needed to.
What sort of inspirations do you have for your videos or your channel?
And question number 2. So I remember back in middle school, YouTube really wasn't even on my radar. Like, nobody ever really brought it up back then. That's how, like, it was a new thing. It wasn't until a buddy showed me Nigahiga, probably like How to Be Ninja or something like that, when it first came out, and that was when I really got into skit comedy and stuff. I realized, so Nigahiga is like probably the only channel that I've seen every single video he's ever put out, and so he's a really big one I look up to for like production value, like how much he's grown over the years and how like smart he can be with what he's trying to convey. And then I didn't know that YouTube was going to be a big thing until PewDiePie came around, and I know a lot of people look up to PewDiePie. He sort of grew the gaming thing, and I look up to him a lot for my stuff, but it's actually not because of his gaming. I look up to PewDiePie more like I like his reaction videos and his real life things. I find the way that he's grown over the years to be probably one of the most enjoyable things to me. And then for like video content and like energy and the connection that he has with his fans, I really look up to Jacksepticeye. Like, I love how he's stuck to basically me being only a gaming channel still, despite a lot of these other YouTubers changing. And I love that he still tries to connect with his fans, and I really look up to that aspect of him. And then with Markiplier, I really enjoy how he blends the aspect of skits and challenge videos and gaming videos all into one, kind of like I do with my channel. And I aspire to one day to be able to put that much production value into a skit like he does, or get all my friends together and play a game like he does. And I really look up to him for that. And then there's the Game Grumps, which that is really big for both of us, me and Henry, because just their chemistry as friends, like the way they mesh and they can just talk and everybody loves to hear them talk, and how funny they are, and they can just go on, play a video game or cook with an easy bake oven, for instance, and that really speaks to us because we're also a duo and we sort of do everything like they do.
Where do you see your YouTube channel in the future, and what are some plans you have?
I'd love to be able to dedicate all my time to YouTube, honestly, and have it be a career, but I know that it's the lucky few that get to do that, and what are the chances of me doing it? But it's good to think about that might be a thing. But even if it's not, honestly, we're okay if this just ends up being a hobby and we get the chance to hang out with each other. So we're just having fun over here, honestly, but if it becomes a thing, great.
What are some favorite and least favorite video games of yours?
My favorite game of all time has to be Diablo 2 Lord of Destruction. I don't know if it's because of nostalgia from me playing it for like 10 plus years, or if I just genuinely enjoy the game, but I can still play it to this day. Like, I remember being in first grade or so playing that with my stepbrother, and we put so many hours in that. That game was great to us, and I bought it myself. I still play it whenever I'm bored. So Lord of the Destruction is great. A newer game that I really enjoy is Super Hot VR. I was getting really into that game, and I don't know, the story is weird. It takes weird twists and turns that sort of throw you through a loop, and I was getting really into it. I actually punched my TV over there. I hit the light bulb. I was getting really into that game. And then a game that I really hate is Mario Party. I cannot play Mario Party. I tried playing it with my buddy, and we had two computers, and both computers were set to easy. And so we were playing, and the last 5 turns, Toad comes up and he makes his prediction like he does. And he predicts Wario to be the winner. And he's got 0 stars. He's losing every game, everything. And so we're like, Toad doesn't know what he's talking about. Then somehow the game, I guess, rigs itself, and every single game proceeding, Wario wins, steals all the stars, wins everything at the end. And so I refuse to play Mario Party unless all of the slots are taken by a player. Otherwise, I'm not going to touch that game. I could go on that game forever.
What's a funny moment you can recall from your life?
I think I was about 13 years old. It was about 9 o'clock p.m., and I just finished making a DiGiorno pizza. It was me and Henry again, best friend. He's always there. But anyway, so we're making a DiGiorno pizza, and it's about 9 o'clock at night, and we're going to go to Salt Lake the next day. He's like, let's just go now. And I was like, well, if we wait till the morning, I can text my aunt, she can come pick us up, and we don't have to do anything. And he's like, no, let's just go now. So finish our pizza, and we're leaving. And my great-great-aunt, she calls out, Wesley, where are you going? And I told her, Temple Square, which is in Salt Lake. And she goes, not this late, you're not. And I was at Henry's house, and she's like, okay, have fun. And we just left. So we're getting on the bus, and Henry's wearing a face mask, I don't know why. And he's just asking random people for hugs, and everybody thought he had AIDS. That was a great time. But then, so we get to Salt Lake, and it's just 2 13-year-olds walking around Salt Lake at about midnight. We're asking for directions to get to the West Valley Mall. And the guy gave us directions and pointed in a direction, but they were opposites. The address he gave us and the direction he pointed us were different. And so we followed what he said, thinking that since he was inside, he didn't know which way he was pointing. And so we ended up almost in Park City. I remember the sun was coming up and we saw the mountain. I was like, there's no mountains next to West Valley. We're going the wrong way. So we're walking back down the hill, and Henry looks over to his side and he says, Tokyo Sushi! And in my sleepy state, I was thinking, whoa, dude, I didn't know you knew Japanese. And then he pointed at the sign, and I realized that I was just way too tired for that. So we get back down, ask another guy for more directions, and he gives us directions. We follow him and end up in Murray, which is also not West Valley. So we get there. I realize it's Murray, and we ask for more directions, get directions that sound about right to me, and start walking again. And so we're walking over this bridge, over this creek, and I look over down at the water, and I just start screaming. And I'm just like, ah! And Henry turns around, he's like, what's wrong, what's wrong? And I thought I was falling in. Like, I swear I was just like leaning over to the water. And so we end up walking, and we find this little flat area. It might have been a golf course nearby, so we decided to sleep on the side of the road with cars driving by. It was a pretty busy road, actually. And so we decided to sleep, and then when we woke up, I ended up calling my aunt. So we walked for about 11 and a half hours that night. And I found out years later, actually, that the prison was right up the street from where we were sleeping. So that story sticks with me it's going to stick with me for a long time.
What's a favorite and least favorite film of yours?
I have to say my favorite movie is Seven with Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, just because it came to me in a time when I was still kind of new to the twists and turns in a movie. And so that movie really filled that. And then I was also I'm still super into detective stuff. And so the detective experience, plus the murder, plus the mystery, plus just the twists in the movie just got me hooked, and so I absolutely love that movie, and I can't really put it down. I haven't watched it in a while, but I'm sure it still holds up in my head. And then my least favorite movie might sound a little cliche, but I really hate Dragon Ball Evolution. I tried watching it just because I figured I've been complaining about this movie, but I've never actually seen it, so I watched it, and it ended up... I tried pretending that it wasn't a Dragon Ball movie, and it still made no sense. They didn't explain who the character running around with Piccolo was. The Kamehameha was airbending that could put out fires, make fires, and bring people back to life. And so even pretending it wasn't Dragon Ball was still a garbage movie. And I shut it off a couple times watching it because I just got too frustrated. And I could go on so long on that movie, so I'll probably just stop that one here.
Do you have any hobbies that are outside of YouTube?
Hobbies outside of YouTube that I have, I'm really into martial arts. Like, I started in about kindergarten or preschool, because some, like, 6th graders when I was in preschool, they came into the preschool bathroom and they were trying to flush my belt down the toilet, so I got put in karate. And so now I got really into MMA. So I do Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I love both of those things a lot, just in different ways. They're very different martial arts, and so that's a really big thing to me. And then I've recently really been into D&D. Ever since I found out about Critical Role, that's sort of taken up a big portion of my life. Like at work, I'll just listen to it for hours. And so we play a campaign every Friday with Henry as our DM, actually. It's been a really great time. And then also I've been playing guitar since I was about 10, so almost 14 years now. And so we've actually been thinking about adding like a comedy band to the Toxisoris repertoire. But we'll see where that goes. But yeah, that's another hobby that I do. I haven't learned a new song in a bit, but I like to just pick it up and jam out every now and then.
And where do you see yourself in life years down the line, as well as your channel?
In the future, I hope to probably be the northwest side of Oregon. That's my favorite place to go in the world. I love the cooler temperatures, I love the rain, the fog, the ocean breeze, the trees. Everything about Oregon is just amazing to me. And I think Henry's intending on going with us, so there's not going to be a death of Toxisoris anytime soon. And whether or not we're making money on YouTube, we still plan to be doing this because it's been a really great time for us, and at the very least we get to hang out. But if it does become our job, then I'll gladly quit my job right now and dedicate all of our time to YouTube, be able to put out more high-end skits, scout areas to record, everything. So that'll be a good thing for our fans when we get to be able to dedicate all that time to it. So I'm pretty excited if that does happen, but we'll have to see where it goes. Thanks for having me on your channel, and I appreciate you. Wesley out.
And that's going to do for today's video, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy today's interview. But thanks to having Toxisoris here on the channel. Really cool talking with you guys. Really awesome dudes. You guys are really nice people, so thank you guys for being here. If you guys want to go check out their channels, check out the link in the description down below. Subscribe to their channel if you are interested in what they do, and check out some of their videos to see if you are interested, like I said. And look out for that upcoming collaboration that we have going on. I won't tell you guys what it is yet, but you'll be seeing it later on. Either way, guys, thank you for watching today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, with that bell notification on to catch my future videos and live streams if you guys do so wish. And comment down below what you guys thought of today's interview, and if you're interested in doing a YouTuber interview yourself if you do so wish. With that in mind, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out, bosses.